Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about rectifier topic. Rectifier. Okay, so what is rectifier and why we suppose need to learn about rectifier means? See, in last class we seen the diode characteristics, okay, and the diode resistance. Now we are going to uh, use that PN junction diode for particular application. Okay, generally the applications of PN junction diode are rectifiers, clipper, clampers, and switch. Okay, so rectifier, when you suppose talk about rectifier, when you use the diode as a rectifier, so what is the purpose of rectifier means? The most of the electronic equipments, they run with DC voltage. Okay, so rectifier means converts the process of converting AC signal into pulsating DC. Okay, so from the power plant we can't generate the we cannot suppose we can generate the DC, but when you generate the DC voltage from the power plant, there are more losses will be there, power losses will be there, because after certain time the wire may be become heat. Okay, and after certain time by that heat, that wire may be suppose so that power losses will be there. Okay, so when you generate the DC voltage from the power plant, so that is the problems. Okay, so from the power plant we can generate suppose AC voltage. Okay, so because of alternative voltage, the wire cannot suppose become heat, and smoothly we can generate the AC voltage from the power plant. Okay, so when we are suppose receive the AC voltage at our home, we can suppose able to run the fan, lights, okay, and other electrical machines. Okay, when you suppose you use the electronic equipment, they must require the DC source, DC voltage required. Okay, so suppose whatever we are getting the AC voltage, we have to convert that AC voltage into DC voltage. So we have to use the rectifier. Okay, so in which device suppose used as a rectifier means PN junction diode. Okay, so that is the purpose we are going for the rectifier. Okay, so rectifier, we are getting the AC voltage from the power plant 230 volts plus or minus 10. Okay, with 50 hertz frequency. Okay, so if you apply the directly 50 volt 230 volts to rectifier circuit, the device diode may be suppose destroyed. So we have to down that voltage. Okay, so we have to use the transformer. Okay, so step down transformer we are using, okay, in rectifier circuit. After that we are using the suppose rectifier circuit. Okay, when you use the rectifier circuit, that converts AC signal into DC signal. Okay, pulsating DC, it converts bipolar into suppose unipolar. Okay, it converts suppose alternative voltage into suppose direct voltage. Okay, so after that we are not getting the pure DC, that means if you see the block diagram of DC power supply, DC power supply, first we are using the transformer direct, we are getting 230 volts with 50 hertz frequency, and after that we are giving to the suppose rectifier, then next filter, then next regulator. Okay, so here we are getting the DC voltage, here large voltage, by using transformer we are downing the voltage, and rectifier converts the pulsating DC, and the filter gives the output some ripples. After that we are getting the pure DC. Okay, the regulator circuit we are using. So this is the block diagram. This blocks are required to convert AC voltage into DC. Okay. So this is the general block diagram of power supply, DC power supply. First, this voltage we are getting from the power plant. Okay. By using a transformer, we are downing that voltage. So step down transformer we are using. Then after that, we are giving that voltage, low voltage to rectifier circuit. Okay. By using this rectifier circuit, we are converting pulsating DC. Okay. But we want pure DC. Okay. So we have to remove the AC component. For that purpose, we are using here filter circuit. Then in filter circuit also we are not getting the pure DC. Okay. So some regulation will be there. Okay. So we have to make the constant. We have to use here a regulator. So regulator suppose generates the constant voltage. Okay. Now see the rectifier classification. Half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier. Half wave rectifier converts only conduct only one half cycle. Only one half cycle. That's why we are calling half wave rectifier, because we are using only one diode. Okay. So this diode converts only conduct only for one half cycle. That's why we are saying half wave rectifier. The next classification of full wave rectifier. Full wave rectifier two types. One is center taper full wave rectifier, and second one is bridge rectifier. Center taper full wave rectifier and bridge rectifier. Okay. In center taper full wave rectifier, we have to use the two supplies. One is positive and one is negative, and so two supplies it need. Okay. So that is the main drawback in center taper full wave rectifier. We also use the center taper transformer. Okay. So that is the main drawback in a center tapped full wave rectifier. To overcome that, we are going for the bridge rectifier. Okay. So bridge rectifier generates we are using only one positive supply and one is ground. Okay, zero supply we are using. Okay. So bridge rectifier generally we are taking for any suppose DC adapter. Okay. So bridge rectifier gives the AC signal, converts the AC signal into pulsating DC. Okay. So now come to the circuit diagram of half wave rectifier. So this is the half wave rectifier circuit diagram. Half wave rectifier circuit diagram. So here initially we used here step down transformer. Step down transformer we are using here. So what suppose we are doing here by using this transformer means we are converting 230 volts into we are downing the voltage. Okay, that is based on this turns ratio. Okay, but suppose the turns ratio 1:20 means approximately it will convert 11 volts. Okay, so at 11 volts, suppose your input signal is 11 volts, peak to peak is 11 volts, one peak amplitude is suppose 5.5 volts. Okay, let us assume the secondary voltage. So this is called a secondary voltage, and the primary voltage is 230 volts. Primary voltage is 230 volts, and suppose assume the by using this step down transformer, we are downing the voltage. Okay. So assume here the secondary voltage is 12 volts. Now your peak amplitude is 6 volts and negative amplitude is minus 6 volts. Total peak to peak is 12 volts. Total peak to peak 12 volts. Peak to peak is 12 volts input signal per suppose assume, and now we are downing that voltage. Okay, 230 volts into 12 volts. 230 volts is the primary voltage and 12 volt is secondary voltage. So rectifier means we are rectifying AC signal into suppose DC. We have to convert AC signal into DC signal. Okay, that is called a rectifier. So in AC signal we are rectifying the suppose DC signal, right? we are converting AC into DC. That is called a rectifier. Okay. So whenever suppose your secondary voltage peak to peak 12 volts. Okay. Why we suppose used here this PN junction diode means the application of PN junction diode, it conducts only one direction. It conducts only in one direction only. So it allows only one direction. So unipolar device we are using here. Okay. It conducts only for one half cycle. Okay. So see here, peak to peak 12 volts input voltage. So for a and here another thing is here this one is the load resistor. Okay. So load resistor, it may be suppose any suppose your mobile or any other applications we can connect here, that is represented by using this load resistor. Okay. So after designing the suppose the rectifier circuit, whatever the rectifier circuit output if you want to use for any application, okay, that application we are represented with a load resistor. Okay. So input voltage for a positive half cycle, क्लास में आचो मैं फोन करूँ क्लास में आचो मैं फोन करूँ वेट कर फोन कट करना वादन कर लूँ ओके सो for a positive half cycle, whenever suppose we are giving peak to peak 12 volts, let us assume here positive half cycle. Okay, the polarity is positive and negative. See, the positive terminal is connected to the P region, okay, and negative is connected to the N region. Now this diode becomes the suppose forward bias. Okay, positive half cycle plus and 0 per suppose 0 is representing here negative, so ground. Okay, so no voltage. So whenever suppose positive half cycle we are given to the suppose P region, so now diode becomes the forward bias. Whenever the positive half cycle diode in forward bias, so forward bias means what happens, current increases. Okay, current increases, so current increases and the diode conducts after cutting voltage. Okay, practically the diode conduct after cutting voltage, but we are assuming here the diode is in the ideal condition. Okay, so whenever the positive half cycle we are giving to the this PN junction diode, now diode in forward bias and the circuit becomes the short circuit. The circuit becomes a short circuit and the positive half cycle current flowing through the load resistor. Okay, so for an input signal Vn is equal to Vm sin omega t. For a positive half cycle, the output is Im sin omega t. Im sin omega t. Okay, then next one and entirely positive half cycle appear at output side. Okay, for a negative half cycle, the diode. So negative half cycle means here a negative bias going to the suppose a diode. Okay, and here positive. So now diode becomes the reverse bias. So the circuit is open circuit. Open circuit means there is no conduction. Okay, high resistance. So whenever the negative half cycle given to the diode, okay, diode becomes the reverse bias and IL equal to 0. So reverse bias means there is no conduction. Okay, the diode not conducting, so current becomes the 0. So that is you can observe for a negative half cycle current 0. Okay, for a positive half cycle, so diode is forward bias and current IL is equal to Im sin omega t, and for a negative half cycle diode reverse bias, so no current. Okay, similarly for again positive half cycle diode forward bias and positive half cycle the current flowing through the load resistor. So suppose what we are observing from this half wave rectifier means it conducts only for a one half cycle. That's why we are calling this is a half wave rectifier. Half wave rectifier. So half wave rectifier means, see, generally the efficiency, if you see the efficiency, okay, so the ratio of power delivered to the load, power delivered to the load with respect to the input power, okay, so that is called efficiency. So here conducting only half cycle, okay, conducting only half cycle. So efficiency, if you see the efficiency, half cycle means we have to get the half efficiency. Efficiency, suppose 100% efficiency, the fully diode conducts for suppose will get the 100% efficiency. If any equipment run the with 100% efficiency or approximately 100%, 95 to 100% efficiency, sufficient efficient is energy to the suppose any particular equipment. But here the diode conduct half wave rectifier conducts only half cycle, means approximately will get the ideally 50% efficiency. But inside there is a transformer secondary winding resistance will be there, that is we are represented with the RS, and the diode resistance RF and the load resistance, okay. When you consider these three resistance, this effect on the efficiency, so we'll get the approximately 40% efficiency for a half wave rectifier, 40% efficiency for a half wave rectifier theoretically, okay. And then next one, ripple factor. Ripple factor means how much AC component present in a rectifier output signal, okay, how much AC component present. So see here it's not a DC voltage, it's not a DC voltage means it has both AC and DC component. So how much AC component present in a half wave rectifier output, that is called a ripple factor, okay. So the ripple factor approximately, the ripple factor 1.21 volts. So 1.21 volts AC components present inside rectifier, half wave rectifier output waveform, okay. So ripple factor is 1.21 volts, 1.21 volts. Then next, what is the peak inverse voltage? Peak inverse voltage means diode in reverse bias, okay. When you apply the negative half cycle, diode in reverse bias, okay. So in reverse bias diode, up to suppose the diode, how much voltage it can bear in a reverse bias, that voltage is called peak inverse voltage. So after that voltage, what happened, your diode, maybe suppose the diode becomes the damaged, okay, diode becomes suppose destroyed, okay. So that voltage is called a peak inverse voltage. So peak inverse voltage maximum we can represent Vm, maximum we can represent the Vm, okay. So that is the peak inverse voltage. So remember, very important factor, points efficiency is 40%, ripple factor 1.21 volts, and the peak inverse voltage is Vm. Okay. The next one, these are the characteristics of a rectifier. 11 characteristics will be there. Totally 11 characteristics will be there rectifier. Okay. Based on that characteristics, we can suppose use the rectifier for particular applications. Okay. So 11 characteristics means average current, okay, DC current, AC current means RMS value, okay, DC voltage, DC current, average current, RMS current, RMS voltage, okay, root mean square value you have to find out. After that we have to find out the efficiency, okay, ripple factor, peak inverse voltage, transformer utilization factor. So here transformer generating is suppose AC voltage. For rectifier it is used only for utilizing for only one half cycle. Remaining half cycle what happened? The diode not conducting. Okay. So transformer utilization factor is very less. Okay. So whenever we are using any device, the device must be used in all the conditions. All the way we have to use that device. Then only we have to take that device and we have to use for we have to design the circuit. Okay, so that is the drawback. Transformer utilization factor, tough we can say. Transformer utilization factor is very less in a half wave rectifier. Okay, then next one. So advantages of a half wave rectifier. Advantages of a half wave rectifier. Advantages of a half wave rectifier. So advantages of half wave rectifier. So first one, the circuit is simple. Circuit is simple. We can connect here. Okay, circuit simple, simple circuit. Then next one, used only one diode. So circuit cheap. Okay, cost very less for half wave rectifier. Okay, then drawbacks. What is the disadvantages? Disadvantages. So the efficiency is very low. Efficiency is very poor. Okay, efficiency is very low, and the ripple factor very high. Ripple factor very high, and the transformer utilization factor is very low. Okay, and we are it conducts only one half cycle. So these are the disadvantages of half wave rectifier. So see here, a rectifier means converting AC signal into pulsating DC. That is called a rectifier. So rectifier classification is two types. One is half wave rectifier. Second one is full wave rectifier. Full wave rectifier again two types: center tapped full wave rectifier and bridge rectifier. Okay, half wave rectifier. So whenever suppose 230 volts we are giving to the suppose a transformer. Okay, so because of this transformer it generates the secondary voltage. Assume the 12 volts peak to peak. Okay, this 12 volts signal we are giving to the half wave rectifier diode. So for a positive half cycle, polarity is positive and negative. Okay, now diode is forward bias, and forward bias means current allows. Okay, resistance very less, junction width is very less. Junction width becomes 0 in forward bias. Okay, then only the conduction takes place in the circuit. Okay, the current flowing through the load resistor. Okay, in forward bias. Okay, then next one, whenever you are giving a negative half cycle, polarity is negative and positive. Now diode is reverse bias. Okay, reverse bias means what happened? Reverse bias means the resistance is very high because your junction width increases. Okay, junction width increases means there is no movement from the P region to N region. No movement means no current. Okay, no current means what happened? Your circuit becomes the open circuit. Okay, so open circuit means there is no current flow through the load resistor. Okay, there is no diode conduction, and current IL is equal to 0. For a negative half cycle, diode becomes the reverse bias and current 0. See here, by seeing this waveform also, positive half cycle, diode forward bias and current flowing through the load resistor, and negative half cycle, diode reverse bias, 0 current, because circuit device is off stage, or we can say open circuit. Okay, so this is about rectifier, half wave rectifier. The very important points: efficiency is 40%, ripple factor 1.21 volts, and the peak inverse voltage is Vm. Okay, so this is about half wave rectifier. Okay.